Hi guys, how you doing? It's Gosia. Hopefully you're having a good week leading up to the weekend right now. Today I thought I'll share with you some of the products that I've been using over the last few weeks or months, more like months, because I feel like I've actually properly had a time to test them all or basically use them all. And these are the ones that I would definitely recommend. I thought I'll do a video because I've seen that you've enjoyed some of the makeup ones that I've done before and the product that I've used. This time I'm sharing more of a skin and hair care kind of a product. Some of them are absolutely incredible and I just thought I have to share with you because I know how long sometimes it can take to find the right shampoo, the right face cream, and how so it's not just time consuming, but it's actually money consuming because you go through all these products, be it less or more expensive, before you find the right one. So I'll start with one of the biggest things that I've discovered lately, and I'm just so happy with it. A few months ago, one of my shampoos finished, and I usually, in terms of shampoo, I've never had the favorite one until there. So I've just been going through, and a lot of hairstylists say that you must change your shampoos and, I don't know, trick your hair, whatever it is. But I did a little bit of research online and I basically just picked this relying on reviews on Amazon, and I bought this. It really doesn't look like anything. It's a 500ml, almost 450ml bottle, so it's quite good, and it's enriched with vitamin E, a lot of argan oil. It's sulfate free, if I'm pronouncing that right. So it's just got lots and lots of goodness. What also sold me with this is that I can use it on my son's hair, which again is a winner. Because I never really knew what to use on his hair. He's got eczema, so usually we really don't wash his hair often. We try to do less, but this is amazing. I know you can purchase it in Poland through Amazon. I think it's through Amazon as well. Just check online because my sister-in-law bought that too, and she's also happy. So it's two people already. And I feel like when I use it, I don't have to use conditioner. The smell is absolutely heavenly. I love this, and I can't believe we're already down because I think my husband's been using that too. But I'm just a way to order another bottle. I absolutely need that. I know the whole change your shampoo philosophy, but that's exactly why I realized and how I realized how amazing this is. I went and bought, I think, L'Oreal for colored hair because I colored my hair again. And it's like nowhere near this. And that's when you realize sometimes how amazing the stuff that you've been using is, because you just start using something that's basically nowhere near as good. So this is one of my biggest recommendations for you guys. If you're looking for a good shampoo, this is amazing. I think it's for most hair types, it's really full of moisturizing, beautiful oils that will leave your hair straightened and soft. It's really nice and soft. Speaking of hair, this was actually, when I bought this shampoo, was along of trying the Forest and Shore. I did a whole blog post about this, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. The only thing I've changed with this is I don't use it as much. I think I got so crazy about it in the beginning that I've used it almost a couple of 2-3 times a week. A little bit too much, and I over oiled my hair. But I think this is good for using just on the ends of your hair and maybe once every couple of weeks all over your hair, and it's amazing. And I also love the ingredients. If you want more information about this, let me know, but I don't want to drag on because I've already talked about this one. Then another absolutely incredible thing that I bought, and I bought this in TK Maxx. In TK Maxx you can sometimes find, and I love going through their cosmetics because you can find those little things that you may not find elsewhere, or you might find them cheaper in TK Maxx. But this brand I haven't seen anywhere else apart from online. And I bought this, and I think I bought this thinking it would be good for my skin because my skin is usually very dry and it's got this feeling of dryness. But this is an ointment, so it was obviously not something I can use all over my face. And I kind of let it sit for a while because I wasn't sure what to do with it. After I think my mom was struggling with dry lips. And I remember that I had this, and I read over it that it soothes dry chopped lips or skin with you know, so like your elbows, your fingers, whatever, and it's absolutely heavenly for my lips. So I used to use Vaseline or whatever, all sorts of lip balms, but this is one of the best things that I now use on my lips if I feel they dry, or usually just try to use it on a daily basis. And I actually carry this with me in my bag. It's actually smaller than like most of the hand creams, because what I do as well is I take a very, very little and I kind of go in my cuticles of my finger, around my fingernails, and I kind of work it through my hands, and I absolutely love this. This, guys, is amazing. I don't know if you can find it again in TK Maxx, because that was a bit while ago, but I'm sure you can look it up online, and it shouldn't be too expensive. Again, I'll link as much as I can about this below, and yeah, absolutely amazing. I'm loving this. Another thing I want to mention, since we are talking about hands, I might as well just mention this. This was a gift from my sister-in-law and brother from Poland. So they got this in Poland. I think you can buy it here. It's probably the best hand cream I've ever had. You can see it's surely going down. And the ingredient, again, is super amazing. They have a website, so I'm not sure whether they send to UK. You might be able to, because there's a lot of Polish online shops that do send to UK, so look it up. Now going to face creams. Again, this was a gift from my sister and brother-in-law around Christmas time, and they know how much I just hate pulling on my face, and this was highly intensively hydrating, and it says 0 silicone parabens, so it's a very good ingredient. And the bottle looked like this, and you can see it's basically gone. So again, absolutely amazing. No perfumes, no scents. Even though I sometimes like a little bit of a scent in a cream, I know it's not good for your skin, and this was amazing. It made my skin always feel nourished and moisturized and perfect for under the makeup. So I've been looking for something here that I can, you know, to replace this, even though you can't exactly replace the whole ingredient. I usually go Nivea Soft when I'm lost, because it's a very low cost thing that I can go to, and it gives me the right feeling of the moisture. But every once in a while I'll try it. I like trying something different, and I got this, but this I got just a couple of days ago, so maybe the review won't be as reliable as the rest of the stuff. But I love the feeling, instantly the feeling that it gives me, because it gives me exactly the amount of moisture that I feel. It kind of goes into my skin quite quickly, so within a few minutes I can do the makeup, and at night as well. It's just perfect for what I was looking for, and it was actually on sale in Boots right now. But the brand is really good, and the ingredient usually is also quite satisfying. Speaking of face, this is something I was invited to test a while ago. It was actually just before we went on holiday to South Africa, and so I started using it just after we arrived, and I was, you know, long haul traveling, and obviously your skin doesn't look and feel amazing after all these hours on the plane and air conditioning, and I hate that feeling. But having said that, I kind of just felt pregnant, and I feel since I felt pregnant, my skin has been really looking rather better than some of the problems I can be sometimes facing off pregnancy. But like I said to you, this is an eye cream, and I haven't been using an eye cream forever. So this came at the perfect time, and after all these travels and the change of climate, because obviously we went from quite a moist, amazing for your skin climate in Scotland to very dry and a lot of wind and a lot of beach days, which is amazing, but can be challenging for skin. And I feel like this really helped me. Like my eyes went quite quickly after the traveling to quite radiant and open. And I just love the feeling of this, that this gel gives me. It's got aloe vera, it's got vitamin E, cucumber extract, lots of goodness. And I've shared this on my Instagram, so you might have seen me using it before. You can look it up, but I'll also list that below. So we're almost done with the most amazing stuff that I feel that I've discovered over the last few months. I also want to mention, since we're talking about the skin, what I'm using. I really do bare minimum on my skin, and I feel less is more. I really do. So what I do usually to remove makeup, I either use olive oil or coconut oil and massage that into my skin to get off all the waterproof mascara and all the makeup. And I do probably a couple of times. Then I use a little cloth that I wet and just rub it all off, and it's actually a nice feeling, and I don't feel like my skin is dry after that. And then if I do that in the shower or in the bath, if I come out, all I use is just little micellar water or a toner, but I find this water much better. And this is the water I've been using for, I've got this second time I purchased this actually. I had this on holiday as well, and I love that. It just brings my skin into the right state before applying the creams. That's all I do. And in the morning sometimes I just wash with water. Most days I would probably wipe with a little bit of that with a cotton wool pad, just to get whatever dirt I gained overnight, because I do usually shower or bath at nights, but that kind of is another story. And one more thing that I do, and I use this maybe 2 to 3 times a week, is a little very, very gentle scrub. I had a different one from Poland that I think I mentioned before as well, but this one just does the job, and it's very much on the budget. Again, I love the ingredient and I love the feeling. It's not drying kind of a scrub. It's kind of a cream based, so that's exactly what I needed. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want any more of these kind of videos. I think it's useful to kind of share these things, because I know, again, like I mentioned to you, how much time it can take to discover things that we love. Having said all that, like I told you, my skin is dry, usually non-problematic. Maybe around the time of the month I usually have a couple of spots, but apart from that I would maybe go slightly more oily around the T-zone, just so you know, for whatever your skin is. If you can relate to that, then these products should be fine for you. And my hair, usually, again, I also just like to do as much moisture as I can. It's now quite healthy, and I had a trim not that long ago, so I don't really have split ends, so I feel like this shampoo is absolutely perfect for me. I want to do another video like this because I started picking up all these products, and some of them were actually makeup, but I've discovered that it would be too much for one video, so I'm going to do a separate video for makeup soon. Let me know if this is something you would like to watch, or if there's something else you would like me to share in terms of products or whatever. I hope you have a magical weekend, because we're leading up to that now, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye!